Identify the vertex and sketch the graph of each equation. f of x is equal to x squared plus 6x plus 7. To find our vertex, and specifically the x component, we're going to follow a little formula, x equals negative b over 2a. So let's return to our original quadratic equation and label the coefficients with the appropriate letter. The coefficient in front of x squared is labeled a. The coefficient in front of the x term is labeled b, and our constant is labeled c. We're now ready to use these coefficients to find the x component of our vertex. We need the opposite of b. b is positive 6, so the opposite is a negative 6. Divided by 2 times a is the coefficient in front of the x squared term, and it is 1. Simplifying, we get negative 3. This is the x component only of our vertex. We're going to replace this value into our original equation, and we're going to generate the y component. Wherever you see an x, we'll replace with a negative 3. So negative 3 squared plus 6 times negative 3 plus 7. Simplifying our right-hand side, negative 3 squared is 9. 6 times a negative 3, negative 18. And our last term is 7. Simplifying our right-hand side again gives us the value negative 2. So our vertex can be indicated by the ordered pair negative 3, negative 2. Our instructions ask us to graph as well. We're going to generate more ordered pairs so that along with our vertex, we'll be able to graph the smooth curve. We have lots of choices for our x variable. We're going to do a few, and then you'll be able to calculate the rest. We're going to let x be negative 6. In our original equation, wherever you see an x, we're going to substitute a negative 6. Negative 6 squared plus 6 times negative 6 plus 7. Simplifying the right-hand side, negative 6 squared is 36. 6 times a negative 6 is a negative 36. And our last term is 7. Simplifying again, 36 minus 36 is 0, plus 7 is 7. So when x is negative 6, y is 7. Let's do one more. Let's choose x to be negative 5. Wherever we see an x in our original equation, we're going to substitute a negative 5. Negative 5 squared plus 6 times a negative 5 plus 7. Simplifying the right-hand side, negative 5 squared is positive 25. 6 times a negative 5 is a minus 30 plus 7. Let's simplify again. 25 minus 30 is negative 5 plus 7 is a positive 2. So let's place this value in our table. When x is negative 5, the y value is 2. I'm going to go ahead and complete the table, keeping in mind that you now have the skills to take each x value, substitute into the original equation to generate each y value. For negative 4, y is negative 1. Negative 3, y is negative 2. When x is negative 2, y is negative 1. X is negative 1, y is 2, and when x is 0, y is 7. We now have the vertex and plenty of points so that we can graph our smooth curve. Let's place our vertex onto our graph. It occurs at negative 3, negative 2. So let's place the rest of our points on our graph. Negative 5, comma 2, there's negative 3, negative 4, negative 5, up 2. Negative 4, negative 1, it's negative 4, down 1. 3, negative 2 is our vertex, or sorry, negative 3, negative 2. We already have that one placed. Negative 2, negative 1, it's negative 2, and then down 1. Negative 1, 2, negative 1, up to. And our last one is 0, 7, which is a little off our graph, so we think we have enough points to generate our smooth curve. Let's connect our points with a smooth curve. Try not to make this a V. Get as close to a smooth curve as possible. And let's label it f of x is equal to x squared plus 6x plus 7.